with the price really in what we call the trash, both for ape and AMC stock, lots of people, that are only holding AMC, HYMC, maybe some other meme stocks, and ape might be a little bit fearful in terms of, okay, the price have been dropping like a rock, like a hot potato since the last 6 to 8 weeks for no reason. Is this still worth holding? Especially people who were kind of holding this and got in to some levels where they're either flat right now in the sixth where we currently stand, or they are slightly in the red, because those who bought really at the bottom, like maybe in the threes, maybe in the fours, or even in the six right now, it means that they've been here for the last 2 years and they know that at some point AMC will bounce back, right? And when you look at signs that the market is kind of showing, yeah, there are signs that the market is actually setting up for another bear market rally, and it will make things easier for the shorts across the board to get out. But I guess I want to draw attention on something really interesting here and really, really, important. Why? Because it's easier for shorts to actually scare some of the people holding AMC stock when prices are this down. All right. This is the first time since the squeeze started in 2020 or 2021, I should say, that the price is going back down below $8 a share. All right. So it might scare some people who were actually here, maybe in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, maybe 50s, and betting on the stock to double, triple, quadruple, or whatever. All right. But it's not happening. Actually, it's going the other direction. But I want you to actually look at something that few people on the mainstream media, or the fear that's being spread out, it's kind of making this look foggy and noisy. Listen, if you see a stock price drop as AMC has dropped, all right, usually or in normal conditions with the market, it means that the company is doing something wrong, which is kind of scaring investors away. But with AMC, it's the total opposite. The company is doing really, really good things that are supposed to attract investors, all right? And on top of this, people are not selling. As a matter of fact, people are still buying, especially those who know the value and the potential that this stock has, the ability to do, all right? So for those of you kind of scared a little bit or thinking to yourself, well, I'm not sure if I need to hold on to this because I'm down so much. This is actually a tactic that the short sellers and those manipulating this price for the last 2 years wanted us to be. This is a spot that they wanted us to be, because it makes things easier for us to start doubting that this will do what it's supposed to do. All right. And when you start getting scared and doubtful, it's easy for you to do a stupid mistake, especially when it comes to money. That is a psychological trait. I have been saying this for the last 3 years. When it comes to money, whenever you tend to get emotional, 99% of the time, the decisions that you're making are wrong decision. All right. So I'm not telling you what to buy or to sell, when to sell or when to buy, but I'm just kind of giving you the facts in another perspective to help you have all the decisions whatever decision you want to make, which fits your personal financial situation at the moment. All right. Because the truth is, if AMC as a company was doing something wrong, the price wouldn't have been sitting at 6 right now. It would have been dropping to 6. It would have dropped to 6.54 or $2 2-3 years ago. But it didn't happen. And we all know what are the reasons behind this whole drop. All right. So just be careful not to fall under this trap, because usually the market, the big boys with the big pockets in the market will drive the price down because they want to get in. But it's easy for them to get in when they're scaring people out. But you can't just hold this stock of this company, especially if they continue to have positive earnings and a positive outlook, which I believe is the case. Well, they cannot just continue to sustain this indefinitely. So at some point, it will have to reverse, all right? And that's when the same people who drove the price down are now driving this a little bit higher. Substantially higher. But the only difference is you'll be missing the train. Why? Because they scare you out. So this pop that we're seeing, or we'll see next coming in the short, medium term, when we get to maybe the 9s, maybe we get to the 10, it's not a short squeeze. It's just the stock going back to where it's supposed to be, even without the short squeeze fundamental. by looking at the supply and demand of people willing to buy and hold this stock, which has not changed that much. All right. So use this as just a way for you to look at, okay, is the main reason why the main reason what drove me to hold these stocks, has that changed? Which is, as the shorts covered? No. What is the outlook for the company to actually give a lot more reason or narrative for the shorts to cover? Has that changed? Well, it has changed a lot, in the sense that the company is not more fighting for bankruptcy. As a matter of fact, they're trying to transform the whole company. All right. So based on this, I think it will give you a lot more perspective and positive outlook, and kind of shrug off those doubts you might have. Because if this thing is supposed to go back up to $70 a share, why the big boys on Wall Street are actually doubling down on buying some more shares of AMC? Maybe because they think it's oversold.